Good morning. How are you guys doing? This is Johnny B coming to you from South Central PA. I don't know why I did that, just because I don't want to be too boring. So, good morning. It's awesome. The verse of the day, as you know, this week I've been bringing you some wise words from Proverbs, because Proverbs rocks. I love Proverbs. I like little short things that I can think about all day, little short pieces of wisdom, and Proverbs is jam-packed with all this wisdom. So, your wisdom today is brought to you by Proverbs 13:20. Walk with the wise and become wise. Associate with fools and get in trouble. Hi, Jess. Hi, Laurie. So, I'm going to read that again because I really need that to get in my brain. Proverbs 13:20. Walk with the wise and become wise. Associate with fools and get in trouble. Well, I can tell you that is so true. As a young man, I was quite foolish and dropped out of college. Started hanging out with some boys playing music in a band, and these boys love to smoke their weed and drink their beer and stuff like that. And I associated with them. Hey, Jesper. Hey, Linda. I associated with them, and guess what? Pretty soon I was doing the same thing, and I got into this life where I was just a bad I wasn't killing people, and I wasn't, I was destroying myself, basically. And so I was not walking with the wise, and so I did not become wise. I associated with fools, and I became foolish. I got in trouble. And I can tell you about the trouble I got into. If it would help you, you can PM me and we can talk about it. But anyway, I think that Proverbs 13:20 is just looking back over my life. It's so true. So the little mini lesson for today is that if you're in a place where you're maybe not being so wise, it's hard, but sometimes you have to look at the people you're hanging with and make some changes. It's tough, but you got to do it if you want to change for the better. And my friend Jim Rohn, that I just absolutely love his work, he says you become a composite of the 5 people you hang out with most. And so that's a little tidbit for you. My lesson today is on investing. Hi, Melanie. Hey, Stephanie. Investing. Wow, man. For most of my life, I have not invested wisely. Of course, I've been working for 20 years with a corporation, and I have a 401k. So that's a type of investment. It certainly has not grown like I would like for it to, but it has grown, and that's the amazing part of compounding. The magic of compounding. But it's not too late. My point today is it's not too late to start investing. And I think at 55 years old that the most impactful investment you can make, the most important investment you can make, I don't want to say cheapest, but the investment, the most important investment that you have control of, that you can make, absolutely, everybody can, that will have the biggest impact and payoff, is your health. Imagine that. Your health. It's so important to invest in your health. I remember back in, I think it was 1990, we just had Jess, and I went to a jewelry store local. I was in Tulsa at the time, and I was young and foolish. There was this guy out in the parking lot selling gold chains, man, and I thought, wouldn't I make my wife proud of me if I got this solid gold, beefy looking chain for pennies on the dollar. And so I made a purchase, and at that time we were living paycheck to paycheck and just had a few dollars. And needless to say, that was a wasted investment. It wasn't, it wasn't solid gold. It wasn't the most expensive gold. And so I didn't really gain anything from that investment. So that was a wake-up call for me to, basically it made me skeptical. I don't believe anybody now. But don't ever buy gold from a guy in a parking lot, okay? I can't believe I did that, but that just came to me this morning. But the greatest investment you can make is in your health. And let me tell you why. I have a friend that, my mentor, my coach, he has a philosophy of life that I think is so real, and it's important, and it's right on point, is that when you have your health, the three most important things, the three huge parts of your life is health, your relationships, and then how you make money. Hey, Forrest, those things are all tied. We're all in this circle. Our life is this circle that we have our health, we have our relationships, and we have how we make money, how we pay the rent and feed ourselves. And I've been taught, and I believe, and I just want to point out to you that without really good health, you don't have the energy and the stamina and the when you don't feel good, you can't really invest in your relationships as well as you should. And without health, you can't really be an awesome person at your job. So it is so important that you work on the health portion, and it's something that you can invest in every day, and it's not that expensive. All the time, you guys know, anybody that's watched me for any amount of time, I've found some incredible health products that I truly believe in with all my heart, and I'm not ashamed of it. I don't push it on you guys, but so I just want to talk about the concepts. When I talk to people, introduce people to some of these products, and I've tried a lot over the years. I've tried a lot of different things over the years, off the counter. Anyway, I think we've all tried. We all want to feel better. But when I tried these and I researched the company and how the products were made, everything just fell in line with me. It made sense. It was scientifically, solid foundation on science, and the people that make it are smart and are doctors. So anyway, when I introduce these products to people that have health issues, it's amazing because that little chunk of money at that moment, for most people, they say, "Oh, that's too much," or "I can't afford it." And I understand that. I've been there. But what I want to tell you is that you are worth it. Your health is worth it. Not necessarily the products that I take, but good food. Man, food's expensive these days. We can't get out of the grocery store for less than a couple of $100, just the two of us, buying healthy vegetables and fruit and lean proteins and healthy nuts. And you go organic and it's even worse. So, but also, my point is you must invest. If you can't put money in the stock market, and I know nothing about how to do that. One of these days I'm going to hire somebody to teach me. But if you don't have the extra money to put in there, but you want to elevate your life to a different level, you need to start with your health. And don't be afraid to spend a little money to get yourself healthy. Why in the world would I get up at 4:30 in the morning every morning when I don't go to bed till about 11:30 because I'm so busy at night? It's an investment in myself. I'm getting up, I'm exercising. I didn't do this all my life. It's a new thing for me for about the last year and a half, and not so consistent until recently. And I started getting up 15 minutes earlier and doing 10 minutes worth of work. And then I got to feeling better, and so I'd get up 20 minutes earlier and do 20 minutes workout. And I'm up to getting up an hour earlier than normal, investing that time in myself. and I feel great. But I will tell you that unless you're feeding your body the nutrients that it requires, then you're probably just doing more damage than good. So, however you feel like you need to juggle that, that's cool. Now, there are people out there that can help you and teach you. I would love to show you what our philosophy is, because it's not just selling products. It's a whole philosophy of life, of exercise, of health, mentally and spiritually and physically and emotionally. And those are the other things that, but I think health, is really, really, really important. The other things that we need to invest in, and I'll be real brief here, is our mind. The mind is so important. My daughter did a live last night about being happy, and her point was that it starts in your mind. How your mind is functioning can affect everything in your life, and I truly believe that. So how do you invest in your mind? You read, find good books that lift you up, and there are people around you that can make suggestions. Study things, something that you have a passion about. Everyone needs something to quench their creative side of themselves, and so find a passion and study it. It will thrill your mind, and it will keep it active. And then listen. It's so important to listen, not just hear, but listen. And those things are an investment in your mind. And the last one, of course, is your spirit, your soul. And I think if you can invest 10 or 15 minutes every day, either reading the Bible if you're a Christian, or whatever your spiritual, foundation is, spend some time in meditation, thinking about that and lifting your spirit to a higher level. Personally, for me and for many of my friends, worship, singing worship songs, just giving praise, being grateful, thinking about the things that we're so grateful for, is a form of lifting your spirit. And also, the last thing I'll mention is giving. I think we humans are meant to be givers. I think the most sad people in the world are selfish. I've met some. And I get this charge, I get this feeling, this emotional high when I'm able to give. And I'm gonna go one more step further. Don't get mad at me. The most enjoyment, the most the chemical that makes you happy, whatever that is, you chemists guys. I have felt the best when I give and when I really can't afford to. That is something. And you know what? I've never gone a day without a meal. I'm telling you, there's some magic, so to speak. It's a term. There's some magic, some miracle in giving when you really can't afford it. And it's incredible. So guys, you are so worth it. I love you guys. I want you to know that you would not be here if you didn't have a purpose in this life, and if you didn't have something awesome to give this world. And so I encourage you to think about investing in yourself, because it's the best investment you can make and will give you the biggest return on your money and your time. That's my message today, guys. As always, I just pray for you that you dream big and you work hard, you love large, eat really good, healthy food, take great vitamins, and be your best self now. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.